Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome back to my Dark Elves Let's Play, where we still have a few little bits to clear up on Ulthuan, and we are currently still dealing with some chaos up here. We also do have, as we've now discovered, have some high elf colonies down here we still need to deal with as well, but they're not going to take too long to deal with now, as we are really pressuring in.
The Black Court.
Right now we're just, well, you can see we're pretty much just buffing up our armies massively. We're going to give him loose.
Feared by all.
This assassin, he's got them. We've got all of these ones, so it will get up his weapon damage as well.
Cruelty and violence.
How are you doing? Grab you, Arcane Conduit. And you. I'm not going through too much, as I mentioned before, guys. I'm at the point now where I don't go through too much of what I'm doing when I'm doing these things, because I talked about what I was doing in the earlier bits of the campaign. Alright, so you are good to come over now.
Shall we rest? Going ashore.
As are you.
Make haste.
Maybe. I'm going to be taking a little bit... Oh no, I've got him out. Okay, and tech-wise, we probably want to get under the yoke to up our dragons as well. Any of these? I mean, that's good, but I don't really need it at the moment. Oh, we've got these were the important ones. Let's just have a look on the other things. Is there anything I really want? So, ooh, extra movement. Actually, oh, we've already got that. That's not bad. That's not worth it. Lots of things which actually increased my guys in armies, but we're just looking at some of the early ones we've got here, because there's some things which we might have missed which would be beneficial. However, it really doesn't look like it. So let's move on this one to start with, the under the yoke. Let's level you up. You can knock that one over actually, and end turn. We're going to push around the rest of here, clearing out the high elves from Ulthuan, retaking Ulthuan for the dark elves. We do have some lizard men in here, but that's something we're going to have to deal with when we deal with, basically, guys. I'm not that fussed about them. I also want to get rid of these chaos forces. Oh, I might have missed a turn here, because I'm sure this has already happened on my game. So we might have repeated just a little bit there. I do apologise if we have. Anyway, I'm not that fussed about that. I was expecting to lose a couple of territories to him, so that's not the end of the world. Let's see what Lothern are doing. They're still, while I am much more powerful than them now, they are not to be ignored. They are still powerful enough to actually cause problems if needs be, you know. They've still got a good little colony down here, and they've still got a few territories here, so while I will win, they could still get a few armies out there if needs be. And of course, it is always possible they have a colony somewhere I don't know about, and it's always possible they've got a lot more in here where Clan Pestilence used to be. So it's possible they've still got a bit of territory, though we saw how weak they are technically compared to me, so I'm not that worried. Let's see what Servants of Chaos are doing now. They're probably just hiding. Oh, they're coming out. Interesting. They're probably trying to link up with this army here a bit, and I'm going to move in from multiple angles to get to him. So again, I'm not that worried about that. Okay, let's head up here and get all this movement done first.
The gods deny such action.
I'm not quite sure this army will win in a straight fight with these guys, because This is quite a nasty army, actually, he's got. So I do want to still be careful. Anyway, you...
I approve of these dark deeds.
I'm going to move up here. You...
Noble blood.
Can we land you somewhere within range? We're going to land here. This is tricky because this will be a hard fight if they do attack me.
Noble of Nagaroth.
But I'm relatively confident I can win.
Cruel dreadlord.
You are going to
Enacting my
sneak
dark designs.
closer. Ideally what I want to do is I want to try and get them both in at the same time on him.
Druki.
Okay. So buff up our this one. This is a nice buff for all of my troops. Gives them fire damage, so that is a very nice little buff for them. Actually, you need to recoup for a turn or two. So you're actually going to move in here and recoup. We're going to leave this one on because I actually quite want them to attack there rather than fighting a big battle up there.
Dreadlord.
You guys are going to keep heading up here.
Druki nobility. Be quick.
We'll try and stick relatively together. We are getting some public order issues there, but they're going to drop off. Get some walls there. And how are we doing? Is this for us? So yes, we get another strategic building here. I believe we get another one here if we take that. Well, everybody gets a good building there. So what is that? But they don't seem to have it. And there's another one here. I think most of these are... See, that's only the High Elves. So, and obviously we've got... Again, this is only the High Elves there. So, no, we're doing nicely here anyway. And we do have a strategic building here, but I can't quite get to it yet. It's not that great a building, but it's still nice to get all of those buildings. Up our income here. And Malekith can start heading up this way, actually. So he can go and... his job's going to be to head around that way to relieve Marathi. These guys are going to keep pushing around this way. Ooh, and you can actually level up to the max level, so that's quite good. And let's end turn. We do have quite an income at the moment, so I'm going to get around buffing up settlements. And as I said, we're probably going to push out at least one more army, though probably what I want to do is have another... at least one more sort of elite setup Black Ark, which I can use on... which I can use for auto-resolves at sea, because they are, as you've seen, they are very, very powerful. Okay, and we're going to be fighting this battle, guys. Now this is going to be a very, very hard fight, actually, guys. So I do want to be careful here. They're chosen, especially... They are very, very tough units. So we want to smash Archon, the Everchosen, and he is going to be deadly. Because he's a high level Chaos Lord at this point, so this may not have been the best idea. I'm going to keep that. We're actually going to form up here. Though no, I'm not. Yes.
Black gods. Executioners. Cold-blooded.
We're going to have our executioners on the edges to try and flank around. Is she sword and shield? Yes. What we lack here is good cav.
Shades. We are ready.
Eager.
Shades, eager for battle. Dark Elves. As you say.
Now we're going to close the gap to meet these guys because I do not want to be fighting this for too long. And you can see here, pretty much everything here is a high threat unit. These guys are going to be taken off skirmish mode because they're actually reasonably good in melee. You can start shooting at them.
Without question. Blackguards.
I'm going to move a unit of Blackguard up there. These guys can move to fill the gap.
With pleasure. Onwards to murder.
Right, this is probably a little not going to do much, but I need to take this out if I can. At least stopped it shooting for a second.
The merciless host. As you say, blackguards. Moving out. Forward.
Turn that line in slightly. These guys are going to start shooting at them. You guys can keep on them.
Cold-blooded killers. Blood for
And let's get this counter charge off.
By your command, it is done. We understand. Dark
You can start shooting at him. You can throw out a buff here. Let's throw some bombardments down there. You guys can go in here. You can charge in against these guys. Where is my lord? You can get in against the Everchosen. We'll use that hex as soon as we get close. Let's pop up another buff over here. You guys can go in on them because they're trapped. And you guys can all move around and we'll start folding into their back. That's good. Let's throw a fireball into here as well. You guys can all turn back here and start helping out. You can keep shooting the Everchosen. Let's throw a few more explosions down in there. You guys can get right around the back here. We're actually suffering here. I can take out the Everchosen. We're not doing badly, actually. No, let's get our assassin in directly on him. Let's use the health potion. Let's get all of my ranged on the Everchosen. Oh god! I do not like hell cannons. Let's drop some fireballs down in there. That should break them, hopefully. A sort of perfect little sphere of them here. Come on. Oh, that's nicely shattered them. Oh, we can fire that far. Let's get you involved there, and let's get the charge on now, because that's the only thing left. So we have actually cracked them now. That was close. Some of my units here took a lot of damage, guys. Actually, I do want to get some of you guys just to keep chasing down. But the next thing we really do need to hit is them. So that would have been a single unit, so that was fine to not use. Let's just double time it now while we head in to finish them off. And we've broken them off their artillery. Their artillery is broken. You're all meant to be in melee mode. And victory! So we got that nicely there in the end. So actually, that wasn't an easy battle. You know, it was close, but we got it. That hell cannon, that was their most devastating thing there. And I think if my lord hadn't had that healing pot, I suspect I wouldn't have had a lord there. So you know, I'm happy we did reasonably. We are definitely taking the replenishment, and we are going to chase down the Everchosen next turn and finish him off with the help of our second army there. And then we're going to rebuild that town, at which point I'm probably going to get my defensive line up. No, actually, that little group is going to go Chaos Lord hunting, because that's probably our most important thing to do now, to stop these regular Chaos incursions, guys, because as you've seen, they are, throughout this campaign, they are a pain. I'm amazed the New World colonies still exist at this point. Every other game I've played,
Lord of the Black Tower.
they just get squished. Nope, no military alliance to you. Now, the old world is just vampire territory. I am still kind of scared by how OP the vampires do seem to be in this game at the moment, because they really do seem to just ooze out of everywhere. You know, they spread their corruption. I don't know if it's because they spread their corruption faster, but whatever it is, they every game I've played, they have taken over the old world. So you know, it is a well, it's not a worry, but it's something to be just to be aware of.
Lord of the Black Tower.
No, I don't actually want a military alliance with you, because I don't want to be dragged into your wars. However, I'm happy to have a defensive alliance.
Dreadlord,
Right.
awaiting command. High march onwards.
Double time, right up to him.
Favored of the Witch King. Create chaos.
Watch him run.
Master of cruelty. Thralls move. Dark Lord. What awaits me? Destruction. Let
Nice,
them know.
easy auto.
Gift.
And the Everchosen is dead. Oh, we already killed him in the last battle. Okay, so that's another Chaos army down. So we need to finish off the actual Warriors of Chaos now. You can go and hit this guy.
Admire your guts. Sin, damn you. Slaughter calls us. Time now. Set the sails.
So Servants of Chaos have been destroyed. The Everchosen is gone. You guys can now start pushing on here.
A novel prospect.
On Torjurvis. Yvris.
Destruction.
Start
Carnage
building
and
some siege
bloodshed
equipment
await.
while we bring up our second army.
Dark and noble warrior. Power awaits me. Cruel and savage. Retreat.
It's still not easy, so I'm going to build up my equipment first, and we're going to keep bringing our armies around.
Black-hearted.
Again, because I'm in no rush here to finish them off. They are done for, and all I will do by rushing is make myself take more damage. So you can double time it up here.
Witch King.
You can take another turn regenerating in there. Did we make it so here could build? That's what we were going to get here. We were going to get a temple so we could build up them as well. Anyway, let's look through all my cities. Let's make sure I'm spending all of my cash. Oh no, I was building that one so I could drop this one, wasn't it? Which one was it I was building? No, this one, so I can drop this one. No, I'm good there. Let's keep pushing out my income. We're good here, actually. I mean, I say that, we'll push out one of these anyway, just to give our guys a bit more. Actually, no, I've got 2 spare.
A victory most cruel.
We'll at least get ourselves able to build a quick, reasonable army there. Slaver's Bay needs those walls. And Loffen is getting... Loffen, a fully buffed up Loffen, because you get a huge amount from this as well as its walls. So once we've got Loffen up to the top, its garrison is going to be pretty much impenetrable, which is nice to have. Okay, we need to save a bit of cash there. A few level ups to do. Okay, let's give you a name of power. I always go for names of power because they benefit my army. So
I have brought them ruin.
whilst raiding your fleet spots, a small relative. Oh, we've already had this one. So take them by surprise, which makes Shades and Dark Riders cheaper and buffs them up. Or the Kraken Claw, which only affects Black Ark Corsairs, which I don't really use. So she will become the Grey Vanquisher. I think I've already got a Grey Vanquisher.
What now? Black Heart.
Immortal.
Favoured of the Witch King.
We've already got all of them. I don't like that Vortex. Let's do that one.
A victory most cruel.
Start buffing up Slaughter Lord for you. And let's end turn. As I said, these guys, we'll recap here. We'll get these guys sorted out. And then with that Black Ark, they're going to go and they are going to go a Chaos hunting. So we've seen both the Chaos Lords down here. So they're going to start sailing down and around here. And somewhere just got knocked over there. So I suspect there's a Chaos Lord around there. Because if I can take out those 2 Chaos Lords, we, the good, friendly Dark Elves, will save the world from the Chaos Invasion. Which, you know, sounds like the sort of thing the Dark Elves would do. Okay, so things are getting together up here. We're going to start moving in with 2 armies there. Oh, and you see, this is what I was talking about, guys. And this is what why I still need to just be aware of what's going on. Because Loffen can still throw the odd big army my way. So being able to deal with that is very, very beneficial. I've got armies there to deal with that, however, so that's not a huge problem. But they could just make landfall and hit me, obviously. So our next campaigns, we're going to have a little campaign down here to take out them. We're also potentially going to take out Musilon, however I pronounce it, to get ourselves a little patch on the coast of the old world there. And obviously, well, as I said, we're going to be finishing off the Chaos, and then unfortunately we either have to choose to take out the Lizardmen, who are probably the biggest other faction. Okay, I'll auto that as you guys lose. Who are probably, well, I don't know just how big the vampires are. They are obviously huge. So, but at the moment the world is probably split up between me, the vampires, and the Lizardmen. So
Cloying stench lingers
any
everywhere.
major war between factions will be interesting. You can just move up here.
My cruelty knows no limits.
Dread Lord of the Druki. I shall not rest.
I am the Witch King.
And we're not going to rush. We're going to take it in. We're going to move in on those guys nice and gently.
Cruelty and violence. Go kill!
Let's up that one.
Death walks.
You guys are not moving.
Dreadlord.
Anchors away.
Dark servant. Power dark and violent.
Okay, so that's that recaptured.
Noble of Nagor.
We need to take a few turns just to
Power awaits
recoup.
me.
Where do these guys... Ah,
A vile plan.
so that gives us replenishment as well. Let's tax this region more. Okay, and end turn. So we're doing reasonably here. As I said, we're still to finish off taking Ulthuan, but I'm not rushing there. We'll have our siege equipment out here next turn, and Malekith is going to move on to well, hopefully to push those guys off within the next few turns. You can see the vampires are expanding up here as well and down here. I am terrified by how... Well, I'm not terrified, but they are potentially hugely powerful. So it could be a long and bitter war when I go to war with them. Oh, they've forced this? Okay, so they are attacking here. I'm going to save it here, guys, and we will fight this battle at the start of the next one. So thank you very much for watching, and this could be a fun battle. Even if I lose, I've got two armies to move in after them. We've got Telix and Tyrion here against Marathi. But we do have a nice wall. It's their aerial units which worry me. So anyway, guys, as I said, thank you very much for watching.